Hello and welcome back to Astroneer with me, Bardon. In between last episode and this, over in that direction, I found a large deposit of compounds, so we're well stocked now. And as I promised you guys, we are going to head down into the cave and see what we can find in there. So before we do that, let's convert this compound we have into tethers. So when I go into caves, I like to use a method that I call tethers in and resources out, which means that I lay a line of tethers as far as I can into the cave system and gather as much as possible, and only when I feel that I've finished with a particular area will I then go around regathering the tethers that I have. So we're going to go in fully loaded with tethers, and one time I'm going to remember that I should just hit Q for that, but obviously not today. So let's get going. And our cave is over here at the end of this tether line. So I know some people are probably stuck up on oxygen and power and just make their way through the cave that way, but the tether is a little safer, and it also means that you can explore for a lot longer. So we're not going to fall on our face too far, just a little bit. So the first thing I'm going to do is have a look up there. That should be good enough. Let's get the tether going that way. Okay, so we can see some oxygen in the distance. You can also see what looks like, a spiky enemy there. We definitely don't want to get too close to that guy. And often at the end of cave runs or holes, that's where you're gonna find the interesting kind of research items. And I'm hoping that this is one such system. Okay, so we've got some energy there if we need it. Okay, that hasn't hooked up for some reason. Maybe it's just where it's sitting. Yeah, there we go. Sitting on some kind of vent. Obviously vents are not good for our tethers, so we can remember that hopefully in the future. So what about here? Haha, look at this. Would you believe it? Some more compound. Well, I won't say no. I don't think it's going to be much though. Yeah, it's maybe just enough for a few tethers. So let's fill that back in. Smooth it off a bit. Okay, here we go. And get another tether down. And continue making our way along this cave. There's more of our spiky friends. Now, if those are, if anything like that is in your way, in terms of, normally you can skirt around them, but if there's something you want to get and they're between you and it, and there's no way to safely get around, what you can do is just dig a hole and make them fall into it. And if you've been killed by them a few times, it's actually quite pleasing to make them fall into a hole. Okay, let's get our tether here. Okay, it's good. There's some more oxygen. I think this is actually going to be an overhang rather than what I was hoping for. Let's move that back a bit. But we got some more down there, so I think that might be the one that gives us copper. Okay, you need to back up a bit. I think it's a bit too steep. It's certainly too steep for him to come back up, but he can go down it anyway. Yep, there we go. Safely down. Let's get a tether. Okay, that's good. And now let's start getting ourselves some resources. So this actually makes aluminium. Oh, don't fall too far. Okay, that might be the end of it. Oh no, there's more here. That's good. Oh, we need another tether though. Let's pop it up there. Okay, get back to mining. So I think we're full now. So what happens when you're full is that the back of the tool here will kind of spit out the little capsules and leave them behind you, and then you can, once you've made space or when you come back later, you can gather them up again. So I'm just trying to see if there's any more. I think we finally exhausted this. Yep. Okay, so let's fill it in. I think we maybe buried ourselves our head in a rock there. Okay, that's fine. And then the far side though needs a bit of love. Yeah, so we need to just bring this up a little, and there as well. Okay, that's smooth enough for now. Now I'm going to push further in this way. Oh, obviously not as smooth as I thought, so let's just let's not get ourselves caught. Let's smooth it up a bit more. And then just under ourselves as well. Okay, there we go. And now we can push on here. So here's some more stuff for us to go after. So this is the hydrazine again, so it's going to be fuel. So let's go around that for now and see what's on the other side. Okay, so we've got some more of what will be aluminium. We still haven't found any of the one that turns into copper, but it's only a matter of time really before we find that as well. Let's get ourselves some of this. So there you go, there's one of the little stacks there behind us. So that's something we can so what I normally do with something like that is when I'm ready to head out, I'll take any resources that, as much as I can at least, any resources that need to be smelted, and bring them back to camp. And then I leave stuff like tethers here, because I know I'm going to be using them when I come back. Okay, so it looks at, no, again, spoke a bit too soon. There's some more there. And possibly in this one. No. Okay. Ah, what's that there? No, that's just debris, I think. So let's fill the hole up. Okay, and I'm just gonna let my tool recharge a bit. I may as well actually take some of this and then use that over here. Okay, so that's good enough for now. So we've got 3 more of those there that we're going to pick up on our way out. I want to fill in a bit more there, so let's get that done. Just bring it back up to the level of the rocks. Okay, that's good. Now what we've got here, so there's something else over here. Is it more? Yes, it's hydrazine. Okay, and I think there's more hydrazine over there. Yep. So we're not gonna lack for fuel, at least. Okay, so which way do I want to go? Well, I want to avoid that for starters. So here's more aluminium. I know in the US it's called aluminum, but you know, where I'm from in Ireland, we pronounce it the English way, which is aluminium. But I can't remember. I suppose it's probably very likely, if they're US developers, that they actually spell it aluminum rather than aluminium. But when you pronounce something a certain way for all of your life, it's very hard to change to another way, which is something that I find in my job as an English teacher as well, that here in Japan, students learn American English, so if we were in the classroom, I would have to say aluminum rather than aluminium, but tomato instead of tomato as well. But now that I'm on my own free time, you know, it's a bit harder to switch into teacher mode, if you like. Okay, so let's get our power back. And this, whether you want to call it aluminum or aluminium, is going to be a great boon to us, which hopefully you're going to see once we get back to our base, and we're going to be going there pretty soon. Since I get this hole filled in, I think. Okay, so let's let him charge up a bit there. But as you can see, there's a lot to explore down this cave, and we're going to be spending plenty of time down here. I'm hoping the next time we come that we're going to be able to find some research as well, because that's going to be you know, once we find that, it kind of lets us move on to different areas of the game as well, as it opens up new avenues of basically items that we can work with and stuff like that. So okay, so now I'm going to leave the tethers here. So 4 stacks of tethers. Go. And then I'm gonna grab this ore and head over to our other clump. It was back the other way, wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah, here we are. Okay, so then I'm gonna grab this. And we're going to head back to camp and start smelting it. It always surprises me how far I've gone into the cave once I get going, because when you're going in, all you're thinking of is kind of the next interesting shiny thing to go to. So it doesn't feel that far because you're only moving in you know, small amounts each time. Oh, there's a research, I think. Yeah. So I think it's a research anyway. So what I'm going to do is, yep, there we go. Perfect. So we got a research to bring back with us as well. And I'm going to do that. But what I was saying is, on your way in the cave, normally you're just going from one interesting thing to the next. And we are going to be running slow because we got this thing out in front of us, but it's worth it for research. Don't step into the vent though. Let's point it that way. Yeah. But on the way out, normally it's just a straight run, and then it's only then that you realize exactly how far you've actually gone into the cave. But luckily for us, we've got something interesting to bring out with us, so we're going to bring our lovely research here. Okay, and let's get down this way. Oh, that was very lucky. There's a big hole there. Luckily I can make it out. So I'm going to place this down for now, and I'm going to fill that in so that it doesn't happen to me again. Okay, that should be enough. And then let's put our tool away, grab this. And this, I believe, is our entrance. It's going to be difficult to get this guy. There we go. Okay. Oh, let's grab it again and put it a bit further up. Now it's fine. Okay, and we should be able to if we can get around that, we should be able to make our way the rest of the way. Okay, good. And we're almost home. It's such an interesting landscape as well. The way you got the juxtaposition between the jagged rocks and the delicate flowers as well. It's just, and let's just have a quick look up in the sky as well, because look at that sky. It's beautiful. We've got the mountains over in the background. We've got one of the moons, two of the moons over there. We've got the bigger one coming up now. And we got our research, so let's put it onto our research there. And once we research it, we're going to find out what's in it, but that's something we're going to do next time, as I'm out of time for this episode. So I'd like to say thank you very much if you watched this far, and I hope you really are enjoying this series as much as I'm enjoying playing this game, because it's so much fun. If you have enjoyed, please consider liking, subscribing, and commenting below. And I really do hope to see all of you next time. Goodbye.